morning to you, Laddie. Wait, wrong channel.
What? I'm confused.
That's how Jacksepticeye starts his YouTube videos.
Hmm.
He goes, top of the morning to you, laddies. Because he's like
Ah.
really Irish, I think.
you,
YouTube videos.
you said it with so much gusto that I
Top of
actually
the morning
couldn't
to you,
understand.
laddies.
Oh, oh,
Because he's like
oh,
really
hold on.
Irish, I
No,
think.
no, bad stream, bad.
I said it with so much Irish that you couldn't understand it.
Sure, let's go with that. Oh, look, Tails and Happy are here. Hello.
Howdy.
By Jove. I should probably. Man, two people are already here and I haven't sent out a single notification. The, scheduling seems to be working.
Hey. Oh, are they both on YouTube?
Yeah.
Ah. I have to say, I've been listening to a lot of From Now On from The Greatest Showman. Never seen the movie in my life, only know like very little about it. But I listened to the soundtrack the other day and that song stood out to me and it goes hard. I've been telling some of my friends this, but like I've recently did another cull on my JBN playlist, and I finally took off a few songs that are literally just there because I like the songs and don't have anything to do with anything. Songs like "Don't Stop Me Now" and "All Stars" and like "Living on a Prayer." I'm like, okay, I'm finally getting off these songs. I can just listen to them on my normal playlist. They don't have to be on my Nuzlocke playlist. And then I listen to From Now On, and I'm like, how can I shoehorn this into my playlist? The reason I listened to Greatest Showman is because I was looking for more playlist songs, and the criticism I always hear for it is, oh, it's not a soundtrack musical, but it sounds like a soundtrack musical, where the musical numbers are like you can literally just play them on the radio and they're just like generic pop songs with like generic uh sort of feels behind them, like thematically they could apply to anything, which makes it a bad musical because the music should be like related to the plot and the characters and like push forward the narrative. But then I was like, wait a minute, did you say these songs can be applied to anything?
Anything you
Like a
say.
Nuzlocke?
It could be
So I
applied
went to
to
listen to
any
them.
story, such as my stories.
Such as a mind.
Tail says one thing about scheduling is that it sends notifications to my subscription box when you post it, so it's a few days old, but it does make it easy to find it's on your channel and wait. How does the set reminder thing work?
I have no idea.
Also, I think it bumps the what's it called? I think it bumps the notification back to the top once the stream starts. If I've paid attention to other people's streams right.
Huh.
Not 100% sure about that. Don't quote me on
Also,
that.
is there supposed to be no music during this section while we're
Oh,
talking?
hold on. I definitely didn't pause the music and forget to hit play again.
Of course you didn't.
That would just
Who would
be
ever insinuate?
not my good friend Zero, that's for sure.
Of course not. You were just waiting to time the music to this moment where it would be most thematically appealing for the stream.
Tail says, I have no idea, in reference to me asking what the set reminder does, but
Uh-huh.
she'll put it on for tomorrow and see.
Okay.
And Happy says it sends another notification at 30 minutes, another when you go live. So, yeah.
Hmm. I guess it just like constantly pesters you. I don't understand how Nuzla, YouTube, the bell thing is because I constantly have like a notification, but if I press on it, it's like the same thing all the time. Like
Right?
it's two people who have commented. One of them seems like a bot, and the other one is like commenting on a comment that I left on someone else's video, but it was like years ago.
uh, is it old? Is it something older below those?
No, but also the one that seems like a comment I left years ago on someone else's video says it's from 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I have no idea. Right now I only have the one that's like the comment. But I'm constantly getting the other one occasionally. So I don't know.
Hill says, I wish I could tell you if it bumped your reminder up to the top, but like I have 4 live streams going on apparently.
Well,
yeah, I feel like YouTube live streams have gotten more common recently.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
The only time I really watch YouTube live streams is when churches started doing their services online because we couldn't meet in person anymore. So my church like does it online, and that's the only time I really like consistently go on YouTube for streams. I think I might have watched Game Grumps stream on YouTube. I think they're the only other people that I've ever watched stream on YouTube.
I think I watched Game Theory on live stream on YouTube once.
I don't ever catch the Game 3 one, so I don't know. I do watch them on YouTube, but it's because it's the upload, you know? But yeah. I do like how on YouTube you can like scroll back a bit and like watch parts. Sometimes I'm watching on Twitch and like you're like, wait, did this thing happen? And I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna make a clip just to see.
It's funny that you do that because whenever I go to check it, I actually do like go to a separate tab, open like Tails stream or something in YouTube, and like scroll back a bit to check.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's smart actually. I guess this is something that I used to do a lot on Tales' streams back before we did like cross-platform streaming. So it wasn't like an option necessarily back then, and I just got into the habit of not going anywhere else.
Whereas we got into cross-platform streaming shortly after I did what I do. Oh yeah, after I started watching you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think you may have already been doing it when I first started watching you.
Yeah, it's actually pretty funny. Keeping track of the timeline because like we chat all the time now, so it's hard to like remember that there was a time when we didn't know each other.
And even crazier that time was like 2 years ago.
I know, right? Like I legit didn't really even interact with the Nuzlocke community until like early 2019. But yeah, did you start streaming before or after I was streaming? I feel like Tails started after I was streaming. Did I like create Tails and streaming and Lyra streaming content? Though I guess Tails kind of helped you with the streaming, so it's like the cycle of the Jedi or whatever.
Yeah, Tails dragged me into the art jam one time because I streamed Once Upon a Time.
Once upon a time. it's crazy because you stream the most out of all of us. You know, like when I think of like the three of us, I'm like, okay, Lyra does streaming. Wait a minute. You're like the last one of us to really jump into it, but you jumped in so hard. You like went like, well, you were like streaming like 4 days out of the week,
Yeah.
and we were like,
In
are you crazy?
in my defense, when I was streaming 4 days a week, I only worked 3 days a week, so
Okay, That's
I
fair.
had more time to do it.
but also you're like the pro gamer of us, you know, like in our circle. Like you know all the stats and like if you've played a game, you usually know like the pro ways how to play.
I'm a pro gamer.
like when if I have like an opinion on a game and you like hear it, then you can pretty much know if like how it goes with like I okay, not like opinion, but like, you know, like if I think something about a game that I've only like heard about, you're like, okay, let me set you straight, you know, like you know the facts. And if you say something, I'm like, you sound like you know what you're talking about, so I'm just gonna believe you. You ever have people like that where like they just know so much about a subject that you're like, you know I should like check my sources, but I'm just gonna trust that you know what you're talking about because you sound so intelligent right now.
Yeah.
That's a lot of like YouTubers for me, you know?
You dragged me into the Art Jam long before I was streaming regularly.
Yeah, I think you were we knew that you were always muted if you went into like a voice chat, so we were like, does Lyra talk on audio? Like, is she comfortable with that kind of stuff? So we weren't sure like how the art jam was gonna go. But you were super fun to have on.
Yay. That's another thing. All of my streams prior to the art jam, I actually was muted for.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I do. That's why my art streams were always like muted back when I still did them, because that's what I was used to.
Uh-huh.
And y'all dragged me out for the. So
We're like, Lyra, you must share your beautiful voice with the whole darn world.
for games, that was I did join the game streams after.
You joined the game streams?
Yeah,
What do you think?
Yeah, it was basically only for Mystery Dungeon DX for like the second half of it, and the Sword and Shield DLC.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you in the chat for a lot of our streams. And then definitely the DLC for Sword. I wasn't sure about what other one. It's hard to keep track of all of them, you know?
Mm-hmm. Don't you remember? Tails streamed Mystery Dungeon. I was like, I gotta get in on this action. And then we were there for half a year.
Right, that's true. I guess you were streaming Mystery Dungeon for so long after it kind of blurred together whether or not it was like your stream or Tails' stream that I was talking to you on.
Yeah, and there were like 2. No, I think it was like 3. There was a few weeks where they overlapped too, where we were both streaming Mystery Dungeon DX. How long?
I love your just your gung ho nature on which games you stream. I remember when you're like I think I'll stream Ace Attorney. I'm like, darn, I can't stream Ace Attorney anymore because you're streaming Ace Attorney. You're like, why not? And then like Tails is streaming Mystery Dungeon. You're just like, I'm gonna stream Mystery Dungeon too. I'm like, Lyra, can I have some of that confidence?
Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Mm. Did it taste good?
Tasted like pirates.
Speaking of pirates.
Pirates?
Look, there's a game.
What? Is that what we're here for?
So I hear. I hear we're here
so
for...
I hear.
The pirate voices are already starting. I hear
Yar! I am so excited. And a lady pirate too.
A lady
from
pirate.
what I remember.
Yeah, the pirate's daughter.
The pirate's daughter.
Yeah, last
So
time.
now here's my problem though. I watched Pirates of the Caribbean in preparation, but they're all dudes. So I don't know if I'm prepared for a lady pirate.
On the bright side, this is one of the campaigns where you get voice acting from the main character.
Ooh.
Jill says, wait. Tastes like pirates? I think this is one of those times where we're like, Zero, you're phrasing stuff again.
Remember when Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge was like, Yu-Gi-Ohs, they're Yu-Gi-licious. Wait a minute, Yu-Gi-licious? What is that supposed to mean? Do they taste like Yu-Gi or something?
You ready for voice acting, Zero?
Oh boy.
Who's going to
You
miss
better
a man
warn
who
me
never
when
did
it voice
anything
acts
unless
so
it
I
put gold
I
in his
know,
pocket?
because I'm not gonna.
In fact, Captain Black
That was.
Did you start?
Yes.
while I was talking?
Well, technically, I started right before you were talking, but then I was like, "Are you ready?" And I was supposed to be like, "Was supposed to be the warning," and then you were like, "Oh, you better warn me."
I didn't know you were.
in the middle
I
of.
thought you were gonna be like, "Are you ready?" Okay, and then like wait for me to say I was ready. I don't know. Okay.
Are you ready this time,
the, only,
Zero?
the only thing I have to go off of is your screen, and I see things like a minute late. So
I blame Tails.
all her fault. Okay, I'm ready.
Boom.
Who's going to miss a man who never did anything unless it put gold in his pocket? In fact, Captain Black knifed his own brother over a few copper pieces, barely the price of a bowl of porridge. That's my daddy. Good riddance, I say.
That's my daddy. Daddy.
It's like, that's very British. And I was like, actually, that's valid. I believe I believe a lot of pirates were British.
Yeah. You gotta, it's like kind of this weird conglomerate of pirate and, I guess in Pirates of the Caribbean it would be like Cuban, right? Because like they're in the Gulf down there,
I think
sailing
so.
around. So
Ooh.
what's the objective?
The objective is capture both. Let's just start. It'll tell us in the plot.
Lyra's like, the objective is, we'll figure it out later.
I know the objective. You'll figure it out later.
Ooh, okay. Is this the girl, narrating?
Yeah.
A pair of sailors carried my father's large corpse. Oh no, what? This started dark. Large corpse to the end of the plank. He was wrapped in a section of sail and weighed down with a sack of the same gold-plated lead coins he often used to pay for his meals. All eyes fell on me, his daughter, and the new captain, to say some words. But what do I say about a man I would have killed if he hadn't first met his fate at the point of a rival pirate's blade? This bag of meat used to be Black Balfour, I said loud enough for the entire crew to hear. He never met a person he didn't cheat, beat, or kill. Everyone cheered. Holding a flask in my hand, I stepped out onto the plank. The wood wobbled beneath my feet, threatening to break under the weight of so many people, but I ignored the dangerous creaking. With my teeth, I removed the stopper from the flask and poured most of its contents over the body of the man who sired me. I heard my crew cry over the spilt rum. Then I spat out the cork and gulped the rest. Good riddance, I said, nodding to the sailors. I threw the flask away as the sailors heaved Black Balfour into the sea to become a meal for the sharks. When we prepared the body this morning, I had secretly cut the ropes securing the weights to my father's corpse so the sea would eat through them in a day or two. Black Balfour would spend a short while ripening on the bottom of the Gold Sea, and when the weights broke free, his body would rise to the surface, where some lucky sharks would have a tasty meal. I grinned at the thought. Serves you right, I said, so only I could hear. I wasn't at all surprised to find a blade thrusting for my belly the moment I stepped on deck. Few pirates will accept a woman as their captain, and my father's first mate, Gory Gordy, was such a man. I had been waiting for him to make his move, which was why I had concealed a pair of daggers beneath the baggy sleeves of my white blouse. I wanted to appear unarmed for this ceremony, a perfect target for a coward like Gory Gordy. I sidestepped Gordy's sword, but not quick enough to avoid a stinging slash above my navel. And then I jumped out of his reach as the crew formed a circle around us. I gritted my teeth against the pain. What took you so long? I asked. I still didn't draw my weapons. Let Gordy think he's got the advantage. Men get stupid when they think. Oh man. We'll just stop there. Men get stupid when they think. The stream suddenly got really blurry and I couldn't see any words. Men get stupid when they think they have the power. I wanted to show your father some respect while he was still above the sea, Gory Gordy said. Funny, my father never had any respect for you. He always said you were dumber than dirt. That's why he kept you as first mate. Too stupid to mutiny. You talk too much, wench. Gordy lunged at me 3 more times, but I dodged them all. A sword? A sword against an unarmed woman? Not exactly fair, is it? At least give me a dagger, I said as the first mate paused for a breath. No doing, and you're no woman. Fine, I said, reaching into my shirt sleeves. I'll use my own then. Gordy blinked, realizing too late that I wasn't as helpless as he had thought. I used that moment of shock to throw my first knife. It sunk to the hilt in his right thigh. After that, my opponent's sword didn't matter. He was lame and couldn't keep me at bay forever. I danced around him, taunting him, and cut him a few times. When I was no longer having any fun, I spun around the first mate so quickly that his back was still facing me as I ended his life. I pointed my bloody blade at Gordy's body and said, "Throw this overboard, and somebody swab his blood off me ship."
So that was fun.
I love it. This is a great start already. This is what I love about pirates, or like pirate stories, I guess, because I know they're all like romanticized. You got this like sort of camaraderie between the characters because they're shipmates, but you also got this like they could turn on each other any moment, you know?
Yeah.
And just the nonchalance of like they just expect it.
Oh, we're already too strong for this army.
Of course we are. What's our character's name?
What is her name? Tawny Balfour.
Tawny Balfour. Of course we're too strong. This is the crew of Tawny Balfour, captain of the, what's our ship's name?
I'm gonna leave that because it's said later.
Oh, okay.
Is this later?
Yesterday, I ordered the crew to set sail for the Strait of Storms. Since the first mate was dead, I did the navigating myself, something my father had never been capable of doing. By now, the crew was probably wondering what kind of captain Tawny Balfour would make.
Oh, look, her name.
Perhaps they were even... What was that?
I said, oh, look, her name.
Oh, look, her name! Perhaps they were even wondering what I was up to, where I was taking them. Well, let them wonder. It kept them off guard. Confused men rarely mutiny. A knock on the door startled me from my thoughts. Come in. Two young sailors entered. They seemed uncertain why they had been summoned to my cabin. One had a missing tooth and an angry red rash on his neck. Ew. I reminded myself not to touch that man in the future. The other was handsome, fair-haired. You're Dridden, right? I asked the latter. Because I had been one of the crew for several years, I knew the names of every sailor. But my father hired this good-looking young man at our last port, so I didn't know him that well. Yes, Captain, said Dritton. I hear you can read and write. Yes, Captain. My father was a scribe back in your Erathia. We were at sea when the reckoning came, Dridden said. Good. I have a task. You can have a drink later. I have a task for the two of you, I said, coming to my feet. I walked around my table and leaned against its corner. Go below. Come on, Stream. You can do it. You can do it, Stream. Come on. I believe in you. Give me some text that I can read. Go below and find some paint. I don't care what color you use. Then you're to go to the back of the ship and scrape off the words painted in the hull and replace them with new ones, I said. The two men nodded. I had decided to rename my father's ship. In his usual unimaginative way, he had named it the Black Death. I always hated the name. What name do you want, Captain? The Feral Vixen. Aye, Captain, they said, and quickly left.
I like how Zero auto substitutes yes for I.
Oh, whoops. I legit.
There you go, there's the name. Also, Tails noted Gory Gordy sounds like the Moon of pirate names. Something about this being in first persons makes it sound like super bragging. I heard the new pirate captain's ripped. I hear she has a six-pack.
Six-pack, I hope it is of soda. Makes it more legit. Believe in the stream 2020.
Mess him up. Oop, you're stuck.
Wait. Why do half of our characters look like rogues?
Cause that's the kind of thing that the kind of town that the pirates are from has those kind of units.
Oh, okay.
Also, the pirates go high yarg.
What? I can't believe you guys are hiding harging without me. I remember now. I think you were like testing the game once and I got to listen to them.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've been betrayed. Lyra invited me onto her stream so that I can't hear the Heidi Hargs.
Oh look, we already have some demon fire. No one has magic, right? That's a useless thing to use, right?
Demon fire?
Yeah, I have demon fire right here. That's not useless. It's this little fire over here that's useless if I don't have magic.
Oh.
Come at me, pirates. Alright, I'm gonna sit in the back, because I got half beaten up after that last fight.
Yeah, I see your health.
So
You
I
don't
have to-
have any healing?
I don't think so. I think you
Oh.
fully heal each day anyway, so it doesn't matter too much.
Oh, okay.
Yarg. You fools.
I like how they like clean their knives as their idol. I don't usually think of like magic casting when I think of pirates.
Oh yeah, neither of these two do magic casting.
Oh, your pirates don't do magic casting?
Yeah. Tis not
Huh.
in their default repertoire of skills. They can learn it, but it's not what they do by default.
Lyra, I thought this was Heroes of Might and Magic, not Pirates of Might.
Poking out of a freshly dug hole is an old sea chest. The mark of the skull and crossbones tells you that this was buried pirate's treasure. On closer inspection, you find the chest is empty. Well, not entirely. Someone fool left the seaman's hat in the bottom of the locker.
Hey, it's that item that
Yeah.
lets you like board
Yeah.
ships.
I guess sometime after last came, Milton lost it while they were traveling at sea once.
What is the difference in geography and time between this and the last campaign?
I actually do not know.
Tails says Pirates of Might and more might.
Pirates of Might and Smite.
Might and Spite, yes! It's the spin-off.
Also, here's the pirate music. Oh.
Dun 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 dun. You know, I can't hear the music, so that's all I can think whenever you say that. I stepped out of my cabin around midday. In one hand, I held a dagger. In the other, a map I had been working on for a few days. The past few days. I walked purposefully to the main mast and pinned the map to the wood. All hands gather round. You all might as well. Hey, might. You all might as well take a look. I shouted, stepping back to let the sailors congregate around the mast. I used a crate secured to the deck as a stage. When everyone had had a chance to see the map, I waved my hands over my head to get their attention. Look here! What are we? Men of the sea, several responded. I shook my head and shouted, are we so like common landlubbers, swine, that we have to give ourselves pretty names? What are we? Dogs, scum, thieves, murderers! All of those were correct, but finally one of them shouted the right answer. We are the pirates, said the short, square-jawed man with a shaved head oiled so that it sparkled beneath the sun. His name was Arnok the Hairless, one of the contenders for first mate. If I let my decision be determined by the outcome of a brawl, my money would be on this man. Arnok had fists like rocks, and he was well known for his ability to take pain. His forearms were covered with pink scar tissue, the result of many bets that he could keep his arm over a burning flame twice as long as anyone. He never lost. Arnok was also an experienced sailor and navigator, but could he be trusted? Although he didn't seem to be the ambitious sort, there was no telling what he thought about following a woman. Good, I said, pointing to the bald man. To everyone I yelled, "We are pirates! But we are not the only ones, are we? What's the saying? The Gold Sea is home to more pirates than fish." I paused to let this last part sink in. None of them would have to think for long before they recall that the devious Captain Swift had recently killed their very own Captain Black. About half of our battles are with other pirates, not merchant ships. It dawned on me a long time ago that none of us were earning the kind of profits that were available on the Gold Sea. "My father," I said, "was getting old. His tactics were old. Even his thoughts were old. That's why he died. This is a new world, and it requires new thinking." Several of the men cheered. They were the ones that never liked my father anyway. The ones I truly had to convince were respected men, like Arnok the Hairless, who had been loyal to Black Bulford for many years. "What do y'all want to do? Kill all other pirates?" asked the crewman toward the back where I couldn't see him. "No, that would take too long. I'm going to conquer the Gold Sea." This time, most of the crew laughed at such a thought. That's all right, though. They didn't believe in me. Yet, at least they feared me. "How are we gonna do that?" Arnok asked. "By first conquering the Strait of Storms," I said, pointing at the map pinned to the mast.
Let me say,
man.
it takes advantage of the fact that it knows you're going to be sailing for a while.
She's an ambitious lass.
I don't think I'm supposed to do this.
Tail says, "So in random news, 18 inches of sandwich is a lot of sandwich. More than one can feasibly eat in one meal. Don't ask why I know this, nor why I am bringing it up now." Tails. Javier says, "Better be careful with sailing. You don't want to end up under the sea."
Hey!
Hey.
Oh, you landed. Let's see where we landed.
We landed. Whoops. I was the first to jump from the dinghy into the pebble-strewn beach. It had been a while since I placed a foot on dry land, so it felt odd not to have the world swaying beneath me. Sometimes, when a sailor spends a long time at sea, he experiences a form of reverse seasickness when on solid ground. I already felt a mild queasiness creeping into my stomach, but I gritted my teeth, refusing to allow it to become anything more. That's why people say Jack Sparrow walks like he's drunk all the time. Sea legs. I had come here to find a land route to the town of Frigiston, since its leader, Jorgen Onefoot, had wisely blocked any access to the bay with a giant chain. The men who would accompany me, all volunteers, climbed from the other boats and quickly removed sacks of food and bundles of weapons. Along the way, we would build or steal whatever we needed to siege Friggenston. Such a funny name. Slowly, all the dinghies returned to the Feral Vixen, leaving only one. In it was my new first mate, Arnok the Hairless. "I hope I can trust you not to name yourself captain while I'm gone," I said. "I make no promises," Arnok said with an unpleasant smile. His smile always made my skin crawl. "Well, here's my promise. If you steal my ship, I swear I will hunt you down and gut you." Arnok laughed and waved as he single-handedly rowed the boat over the crashing waves, a job for two men normally. I wondered if I would ever see the Feral Vixen again. Drawing my sword, I waved it over my head to get everyone's attention. I know we're pirates built for fighting on the sea, but I don't want any man with me who can't kill a man on dry land as well. Follow me. Soon the Strait of Storms will be ours. Ours.
Yar, matey.
Arr, matey.
Oop.
I was sitting at my table when the young sailor Dridden returned from below deck. He placed what I had asked him to retrieve on the table in front of me. His expression confused and a little afraid. "Good, Dridden," I said. "Now, I want you to go out and make an announcement to the entire crew."
I think we landed
"Yes, Captain."
one day too soon.
Huh? "What?"
I said, I think we landed one day too soon.
"Oh, oops." "Yes, Captain. What do you want me to say?" "Tell them that whoever is interested in being first mate should report to me now." Dridden stepped outside. Meanwhile, I prepared for the first taker. In my mind, I set the odds on who would be the first to step through that door. Would it be Arnok the Hairless or my father's second mate, Eight Fingers Oba? The door creaked open and in stepped Foz the Axe, a rugged man with bulging muscles. He had been a sailor before he became a pirate, so he was one of my best fighters. It was a shame I had to kill him. I fired the crossbow concealed beneath the table, the same bow Dridden had brought up from the weapon stores below deck. The bolt pinned Foz to the door of my cabin. Foz the Axe groaned, clutched at the weapon, at the wound. I could tell by his stupid expression that he still hadn't figured out what happened. I put my foot on the table, stuck it in the crossbow stirrup, and drew back the string. "Anyone ambitious enough to be the first to answer my call is too ambitious for my ship, Foz. Sorry," I said. You, Foz tried to speak, but the pain must have been too much to bear. Still, he struggled to free his favored axe from his belt. You had to give him credit for trying. I placed the second bolt in the crossbow and leveled it at Foz's chest. "I know it doesn't make you feel any better, but I'll give you a decent sailor's funeral." "Like you did your father? I saw the ropes. You cut them," Foz said through teeth gritted against the agony in his stomach. He finally managed to raise his axe. "Fine then. I'll just throw you out with the refuse." I fired. The bolt's power threw the pirate through the door behind him. He collapsed dead on the deck outside my quarters, where all could see. Arnok the Hairless was the first to examine the body. He glanced up at me, his face expressionless. "I guess he's not the first mate," Arnok said. "No," I replied, dropping the crossbow on the table. I frowned at my broken door. One of the hinges had snapped off. Then to Arnok I said, "You can have the job if you want it." "Well, I don't see a crossbow in your hands, so I'll take it."
Oh, so that's how you came first mate before.
It's okay. It's a flashback.
Also, if the crossbow's breaking doors off their hinges, I guess that's why I kill so many dudes in one shot.
That's true. That's a good point.
It'd be nice to have dudes that. Oh no.
Oh.
There are Medusas in this room.
Oh
I
no.
don't like Medusas. Especially not when they're in the room. Oh no, they're turning people to stone again. I don't like this one bit.
That's not fair.
It isn't fair.
We're not but humble pirates.
They sure are, like, all dead. Oh, I didn't want you to do that. We almost killed one. Oh, there we go. Killed one. Bloop. I'm gonna have you step back. I have you step to the side. Because the 70 pirates is probably the strongest thing in the army
yeah?
right now. Because there's just so many of them. And the rogues are just stupid
None
weak.
of that, like, the champions aren't, like, invincible.
Hmm?
The champions aren't, like, crazy.
Oh, they start off a lot weaker, remember?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you gotta level them up.
My head was in the cool water of a horse trough when the two men of my crew approached. I washed some of the blood from my face and whipped my long hair. I whipped my hair back and forth. I whipped my hair back and forth, heavy with water, back where it began soaking through my blouse. All the guards have been put to death. Our men are having fun now, said, oh, that was Eight Fingers Oba. Our men are having fun now. Eight Fingers Oba sounds old. My second mate and second in command while we were on land. Oba was tall for a sailor, with taut, wiry muscles and dark skin. His short black beard was peppered with gray. It was the only indication that he was around the same age my father had been before he died. Oba was a master with the spear, evidence of his decades as a whaler before becoming a pirate. Not too much fun, I ordered. I need this town for its resources if I'm to capture Friggenston. I'll make sure nothing is permanently destroyed, said the second sailor. The other sailor, Pete Gurley, was too handsome to be a pirate, hence his name. But there was little about Pete Gurley that was weak or feminine. The one exception was his fine waist-length blonde hair. He was a merciless fighter who had been my father's whip master. When someone earned lashes, Pete Gurley was the man who dealt them out. He was good, and he enjoyed his work. I waved my hand to encompass the town around us and said this town of thieves and murderers was easy. They were disorganized and not prepared for an attack, but you better believe old Jorgen Onefoot will be ready. He and his people are barbarians. They're bred for battle, said Eight Fingers Oba. We've taken barbarian ships before, said Pete Gurley confidently. They're clumsy and stupid. No problem, blah, 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 blah. That's on the sea, Oba replied. Yes, and we'll be fighting on land, and we'll be on Jorgen's territory. One of the few things my father said that made any sense was never to fight under another man's rules, I stated. I didn't want these two to think I got all my ideas from my father, so I quickly added, but he also didn't care much for training. He was a fool that way. That's why I want you two to start training our troops. What kind of training? Pete Gurley asked. Well, I want you to take our crew and whoever you can recruit and have them practice the sword, the staff, the axe, whatever they can get their hands on, I ordered. To Oba, I said, you'll take the rest, maybe some of the Arks who live in the area, and turn them into decent ranged troops. I don't want them shooting themselves in the foot when they're on the battlefield. Pete Gurley twisted an absent strand of his hair around a finger. We can do it, but we're not going to have anything as disciplined as the Arathians used to have. Not with this bunch of scum. Gods no, I said. That's not what I want. I just want some men who can stand up to a barbarian. They don't even have to survive. They just have to take one or two with them before they die.
I just noticed I only have... You get the pirates.
I do? Do the buildings look different?
Yeah. It's a new town.
Are they all like pirate themed?
No. in fact, pirates actually aren't even a part of the normal unit thing for this.
Oh.
You can only get them from like extra side stuff.
Uh-huh.
So it's actually generally. I did not think that was you. Okay. Hey. Now I'm the one turning people to stone.
You got a Gorgon on your side. It's like having a pet Gorgon. You are a pirate.
But are you a pirate?
No, but I could be. You want to watch some movies illegally later? Then we'll both be pirates.
Tails says, so Pete Curly is the meanie but happy to whip others. I'm sure he's popular with the crew. Yes, those were Tails' exact words.
Yeah. Pete Curly's what you would call a meanie butt. I just want to say, the pirate movies have done Jack very dirty. Revisiting the first movie, it's like you kind of forget how genuinely cool Jack is. When was the last time you saw Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl?
Oh, an eternity ago.
Oh man, such a good movie. You get like moments where you really get to see the gears in Jack's head turning, you know? Like he takes in information and he sits with it and you can tell that when he moves, when he makes a move, he's got a plan. You might not know what his plan is and he may seem like he doesn't have a plan, but he seems to have a plan. But then the sequels kind of just went, hey, remember when Jack was like running and waving his arms like a lizard and like saying silly stuff and like walking funny? That's Jack Sparrow, right? Like let's do more of that.
That's his whole personality, right?
Remember when he like fell off the balcony? That's Jack Sparrow, definitely. This is either madness or brilliance.
Yeah, the Eye of Destiny showed us these two castles, and those are actually the two we need to take.
Oh, okay. How do you just take over a sea? Like when she says we're gonna conquer the straits, is it like a country that you can just overthrow like a king, or is it like some kind of port town that has a governor in charge? Or...
It just what she basically means is she just wants to have such a strong hold over the area that no one else really can have their way.
You can just build witches' huts?
Is that a thing in here?
I think so.
What's a witch hall? It's completely different.
Oh, I see. Apologies.
Nature magic.
Ooh.
Nature relief. This is
Tail
probably
says it means conquering the straight people.
I like her already.
It's time to go conquer the barren straits. They can't reproduce anyway.
No, it pretty well.
Hey.
And then I'm going to have y'all run back over here. I hope you can make it back on your own. Treasure! Oh, that's a lot of experience. I'll take the gold anyways. Good Pride Month. Hello, Wrath Month. Oh, that's it. The ground under your feet is frozen. As you inspect it, you find several shards of glass and ice and one intact potion of cold. You chip the potion free and place it in your backpack, looking forward to your next chance to warm yourself by a campfire.
Potion of cold.
What does that even do?
It makes you cold.
Oh, the melee attacks of the hero who drinks this potion gain freeze ability for the duration of one combat.
You get frozen?
No, you can
Why
freeze
would
other
you
people.
want that?
No, it gives your attacks the ability to freeze others.
Oh. Mm.
Ooh. I think I just wanna not purchase anything now.
Okay. Are the yellow ones the ones you already have?
I believe so. Let me check
Okay.
my memory banks. Yeah, the yellow ones are the ones you have. Green is can buy, red is can't afford, and gray is not accessible.
Oh, okay. You can't. Oh, I guess you can't build a shipyard because you're not by the sea.
Yeah, there's a shipyard over here anyway, so
Oh, okay.
that we don't have to build.
Cool, cool. Is that your ship or is that an enemy ship?
That's my ship.
The yellow one. Okay, cool.
I am pretty cool. Like that.
I see a pot of gold.
Dude.
I do. Or it's more like a pot of gay, since there's no gold in it, but there is a rainbow. You kind of expect the pot at the end of the rainbow to be full of gold.
Oh, there it is. There's my pot.
Yeah.
Full
Well,
of
there's
game.
another pot up there. That one's got a leprechaun. I guess the leprechaun doesn't like the one without the gold.
Let's just have the Medusas wait here for the lady to catch up. Get in my party. 12, that's a much better number. Oh, excellent, we can use quick combat. Ooh, I really wanted the pathfinding to move faster, but I will. this is why I wanted to get the extra combat. Tommy of
Oh.
all four has become a level 5 ranger. Combat and scouting skills are more likely to become available to ranger class. Ranger class ability gives her +5 range attack and the ranged ability. So now even though we don't have a didn't mean to step around the treasure chest, but that's because that's what we're doing. Yeah, so even though she doesn't have archery, she has a ranged attack.
Javier said, is there a difference? Tail says, more like a pot of gay. Ah, I see, a pot of Lyra.
Javier said, is there a difference? To which I say the answer is no. Hold on.
Hold it. Right there.
Let's
Hold
try this again.
everything.
This time not
What?
letting the computer fight that because they kind of sucked. How do you lose? How game? Just real question here. How do you lose?
The 40 barbarians.
Specifically like the unit it lost. I lost one of these, and these are like the second strongest unit in the castle.
Oh.
And the barbarians are the second weakest unit in their castle. So I was like,
Epic
Game?
fail.
game? I don't mean to
Excuse?
judge, but you kind of suck at this game, which is embarrassing because you are this game.
You kind of suck at being yourself.
You suck at playing yourself.
Oh, wow.
That's only physical attack. I don't think they based the range attack too. What's this do? Ooh. Attack spell. Already have that? I already have that probably. Yeah. Oh, Darwin Blast. Here we go. Man, the main character wasn't kidding when she said she needed to train her men and not die to barbarians.
Also, do you like build something in order to get what did she call them? Ogres? Or orcs? I think they
Orcs.
were orcs
Yeah.
that she said you could.
Yeah.
What building? What building does orcs?
What's
Which
it called? Orc towers.
the orcs are warthogs?
Yeah.
They're adorable. Wait, what is it called?
Orc towers.
Orc towers. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. Go, my warthog buddies. I love when like fantasy creatures are just some kind of anthropomorphized animal that like actually exists, but then they like call it something that also exists like fictionally. Like we know the concept of orcs. Most people will probably think like the humanoid like creatures from Lord of the Rings. But then, and we all know what a warthog looks like. But instead of just being like, okay, here's like an anthropomorphized warthog and like come up with a new like creature name for it, it's like, that's an orc. That right there, that's an orc. And it's just like, yes, agreed. I love it.
Alright, one rogue. Ah, dang it. Should have saved them for later. Basic pathfinding. I really want the archery, but else it's much better to move farther. You captured Garlock.
Garlic?
Sure. Why not? Castle. What do I want?
Is it the Lock of Gar? The Garlock monster. Beyond bonny banks and beyond bonny braes,
Side
where
note.
the sun shines. What?
Side note. Excellent. The rogues are dead, so nobody's dying every time I do a quick combat. Ooh.
The nomads. Oh no, some of your pirates are dying.
I think you mean all of them are dying.
Yes.
Excuse me, wow, would you look at that? It seems I have not quite yet faced this castle yet.
Oh yeah. I must have just slipped.
We must have just...
What happened? Why were they so strong?
What were they? Oh, they're nomads, so they're
The
the
nomads.
level 3 unit, so that's not too surprising.
Oh, and it was just like the two of you.
Yeah. You live, you die.
Chaos says, no weaklings can die if all the weaklings are dead. So I read a lot of Redwall books as a kid. In fact, I read all of the Redwall books as a kid. In fact, I own all of the Redwall books except for like the two most recent ones. And every Redwall book kind of has its own standalone story. They all take place in a sort of this type of medieval locale. No like monsters or magic or anything. Just everyone's an animal. But occasionally some of the stories would go seafaring and the villains will be pirates. And sometimes the good guys would be pirates. What was that? That looked like dialogue. Why did you skip that?
I don't think there was dialogue.
Oh, okay.
And if there was, it would have been dialogue that we had sang the last time I did this.
Oh, okay. But yeah, usually you get like your scum pirates where they're just like kind of unintelligent and they like cutthroat, mutiny, like stab each other in the back kind of pirates. If they're the bad guys, and then you get like the swashbuckling good guy pirates or whatever. Um, but in one of the books, the pirates like genuinely have this almost familial like bond with each other, and it was like a really refreshing kind of take to see vermin actually care about each other, because usually the books are pretty like black and white in terms of who's like gets good traits and bad traits. If you're vermin, you're bad and pretty irredeemable. But these guys, like, they you know, they sing songs about like cutting each other's throats and like stealing and stuff, and they're pretty rowdy with each other. But when their captain gets killed, they're genuinely sad, uh, and like weep tears. They like get over it pretty quickly, but like they in like a respectful way, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, are these beetles?
Yeah.
Hey!
And I'm laughing because it's like, it's like the whole spiel of the whole thing about, beetles very potent, very rare. But then at the end, but we already know it, so it's like, fortunately, you already know basic cat bat, so you won't have to eat
So
one.
you won't have to eat one. Nani? Tails is just
You,
so ready
however,
to crunch.
Pete Gurley, however, can crunch the beetle.
Mm-hmm.
What's this? Oh. Nah, I won't. I should switch. I should give her the army. Give her the pirates and him the army. No, not this. Perfect. I need more crystal and more gold. But needing more gold is just the constant. Who needs to move? Oh, probably you. You can't actually move. The game lied to me. Hello, friend. You.
Hello, Poppet.
Um. Turns out I can't do this yet.
Oh.
Look, harpies. A band of them can play us some music. They make ogres. Do I want ogres? I don't want ogres. I want cyclopses. Cooler. They throw rocks. That really rocks. Here you go. Shoop. 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 Perfect. Now I get that again. Perish! Perfect.
Herpes.
You having fun,
Not
Zero?
the herpes. What?
You having fun, Zero? Are you entertained?
Are you not entertained? Herpes. The way they hop around.
Oh, sweet. This
They
is
sure do the skedaddle.
This
What?
this is exactly what I needed. Time for some cyclopses. What does the birds need?
Cyclopsis.
The birds.
Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds. More like thunderbirds.
Thunder. Thunder.
Watch it.
Thundercats.
Hide out from the cover of some nearby rocks. Counting the score of bandits camp here. They have been robbing travelers in this region for months now. If you put them out of business, someone will object to you taking their treasure as a reward. Do you want to attack the hideout?
You?
Yonk.
Okay. It's ninja time.
Yonk.
There's so many of them, Lyra.
No, it's fine. Look at this. Honk.
There's so many of them, and they're getting so close.
No, it's fine. Watch this. Honk.
Okay.
Tails says, Zero, just so you know, I just want you to know, you said Thundercats, and Nyx popped up like, Thundercats? Look, they had 2,000 gold.
Nice.
Lord knows we'll need it. Ooh. A stable. As well as a market.
A stable relationship?
Never heard of it. Sounds fake. Oh, there we go. Just what I needed. Speaking of things I need. Croissant.
Croissant?
Croissant? 3.
I looked up how to make a croissant one time, and my goodness, the amount of butter and the amount of work to like make all those flaky layers.
Do you think Tawny Balfour can take on the thing that killed Pete Gurley?
She does seem tougher. Being the Catmanol.
She's also a higher level. By double.
Wait, aren't you like level 5?
I'm level 6 and he's level 3.
Oh, okay.
We're just auto-saved. Who's are you? Ah, a scrub. That's whoops you are.
Host?
Ow.
Green Army.
Since when does a barbarian... Where did you even learn magic? I didn't think the barbarian castle had magic.
It's, I don't know. I can't even think of a joke. Javier says, why are we at land? Javier, sometimes pirates have to make port
You look familiar. Who are you?
in order to conquer the foe. We are pirates. We've just made port is all. Can you have battles at sea? Would
Yep.
it be like on a ship?
Yep, sweet.
Oh, I think I remember. There was like, it was like the whole thing was like a
Oh, thank
wooden.
goodness.
Look, we even have like a piratey hat on that pirate. It looks like Barbosa.
Wait, I should go to the pot of me.
The pot, pot of liar. No, that's the pot of gold. I was talking about the other pot, which was full of nothing but rainbows. That one right there.
Which one? What?
Go down to the port, where the ship is.
Oh.
Yeah, there's
Hello.
just this random pot sitting here with nothing in it but rainbows.
Tails says Lyran is gold, so it still fits. Or golden.
Well, we're pirates, so we like gold. We likes gold. That's something that pirates and James Bond villains have in common, I guess.
I don't like that you... got all the way over here in one turn.
Avast ye sea dogs!
I want someone else. She beat him up fine. Unlike that Pete girlie. Thinks he's cool. Can't even beat up some nomads.
Nomads, more like no lads. Ain't going there. Kale says, we like gold and we like Lyra, so it still fits.
Hmm.
All James Bond villains are pirates confirmed.
Can I beat scores of orcs 0?
Uh,
Let's use the
scores?
castle. Scores.
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 Sounds like football to me.
It does.
Score! I don't know.
Wait. That's
Sounds like golf to me.
well, that's
Wait,
four-
that's four.
That's a
What?
fortification.
Fortification?
Yeah. Oh, let's try. Mess him up.
Good luck.
Oh,
Did
that
you
one.
save?
I did auto saves at the start of each turn, and I didn't do any big fights this time like last time.
Well, that's nice that it auto saves.
Yeah, it auto saves, and it keeps your last 2 auto saves.
Last two. Oh. That's pretty generous.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't even lose anyone. Oh,
Javier says, wait, not all Bond villains are thieves, just like 99% of them.
oh, now Pete Gurley's a level 4 ranger. Now they can shoot.
Nice.
3,500 gold. Not bad at all. Well, let's go to the pot of meat.
Nick said, what are thieves if not just land pirates? Sure, everyone has seen a rainbow, but few actually find the spot where it begins. This must be your lucky day. Woohoo! Everyone has seen a rainbow, but few actually find the spot where it begins. This must be your lucky day. Woohoo!
Yahoo!
Woohoo! More nomads.
Oh no, lads.
Well,
Oh,
the
shit.
nomads are the land pirates.
That didn't go as well as last time. You guys don't see anything. You see all this? The answer is no. You do not see all this.
I'll distract everyone with a song. Let's see, which one should I sing? I have a song booklet that I made with a bunch of Redwall songs in it.
A song booklet.
Yeah. Just a wee little booklet full of songs. Here's one called Dirty Desperate Crew. It sounds like us. Oh, 'tis nice to be a villain, what all honest creatures fears, and terrorize the beast for miles around. Their scringing wails for mercy is music to me ears. I, as Battens, loves to hear that mournful sound. Such fun, like, little ditties. I love that, like, the Redwall books have these songs, and as a kid I would just like see poetry and I'm like, nope, not reading that, and I would just skip over them. But when you like listen to the audiobooks, they sing all of the songs with musical accompaniment, and it's great.
Oh, there's Crystal up there. Sounds sick.
Crystal?
Ill, even.
Hey.
What do I need for birds? More gold, have enough wood, have enough crystal, have enough silver, and have enough mercury.
I can't believe Tails is bullying Lyra. I read her like lines backwards, so she says I only see Lyra winning her battles, and I don't see anything ever at all. Tails can only see Lyra winning battles, but she doesn't see anything at all. I guess Lyra isn't winning any battles.
Oh. Well, I guess that's more important.
Hmm?
I was like, sweet, I have enough gold for the thing. And I bought a bunch of units and I no longer had enough gold for the thing.
Hot ziggity.
Yeah, but that was, yeah. But it's better to me have, the army.
It's better to have the army.
Yeah, because then I can go out and still do stuff.
Hmm. You know, I'm starting to feel like we're never gonna see the frisky vixen. What was it called? Vixen.
The Pharaoh Vixen?
The feral vixen. Lyra, it's a vixen like you.
Yeah.
You were a witch last campaign. Now you're a frisky vixen.
Well, wait, what? A what now? Would you like to repeat that?
You're a pirate ship now.
I don't think that's quite what you said last time.
Javier says I'm so happy and a bit envious that Zero never bullies me. Javier, I'm over here like kicking Tails, and Tails is like lying on the floor crying, and Javier's just like peeking over around the corners, like, notice me, senpai. Why that could be us? Why? I feel like that's like a gag in an actual anime. Like two people having like a really clearly not like friendly relationship, and then someone else like watching them from afar going like, I wish that was me. Oh no, wait! I think it was from the chibi gag short for Shakugan no Shana. Maybe.
I think so. Let's see how you nomads do against your own kind. Also, a bunch
Javier
of
earlier said
cyclopses.
you're doing Crystal? The one Johto game with no Mareep? I pity you.
Man, that went so much better than last time. Oh, man,
You have your own nomads today.
I also had 4 cyclops that nuked like half their team in one shot.
Oh my goodness. Advanced stealth looks hilarious. Like, what fast food mascot is that? The Hamburglar?
Of course. You need to be stealthy if you're gonna hamburgle.
Mm-hmm. Gotta burgle them hams.
Let's see if this goes as well for Pete Gurley as I forgot the Medusas don't quite have enough oomph to
Turn the horse to stone.
yeah.
Javier says, I
Oh,
love
the-
Cyclops. The creatures, not the X-Men. F that guy. Hey, at least Cyclops makes a good, makes for a good Sonic movie. He was great in that.
Now Pete Gurley is actually better at something than our main gal.
Oh no! Mutiny.
Well, have him walk the plank for being a better arrow shot than her. What blocking the plank will do when we're on land, don't ask me. But we'll
You
have
just have to put the plank somewhere really high. Tails is BRB.
Have fun being BRB.
Have fun being the RB.
Have fun being at Arby's.
Ah! Oh shoot, I forgot to look up a restaurant today.
How could you, Zero?
I can't believe my family is bullying me. It's my birthday tomorrow, and they're not only forcing me to go on a walk, but they're also making me look up my own restaurants and buy my own presents.
Such disrespect.
I know, right?
Speaking of which, I should probably make a birthday list before my family makes me buy my own presents.
Let's see.
How much health do you have left?
Not enough.
enough. Ooh,
Ooh.
little enough that one of you died. That's how much health you have. Ooh, we got the stone turning too.
It worked?
Yeah.
I can't get over how it's just Shrek. Oh, plunder by thunder, ain't nothing nice as plunder. And beauty me beauty, and loads of loot to boot.
Ah, a wand of fireballs.
Ooh.
Whoosh, my dudes. Can we? No.
I'm imagining those wands with the gumballs in them. Do you remember those?
I think so.
Yeah, it's just like a plastic tube with like little gumballs, and you like throw them at people, and they turn into fireballs. I just learned the other day that when you go LARPing, you can bring like hacky sacks and you throw them at people, and those like represent your spells. So like you gotta try and hit people with the hacky sack.
Beautiful.
And typically they should be made of something like biodegradable in case you can't find one and like leave it out in the field. So like most people will fill them with like birdseed.
hit all 3 of them? Looks like I know. I get 2 of them.
Yes.
Looks like you just got bonked to death.
Happy said, not gonna lie, I just came back and thought Zero was talking about throwing happy sacks.
Just
No.
don't make me do this. It only
Trade.
it's rude. It only sticks up archery and pathfinding at the same time.
Huh.
What do you mean I can't build a Cyclops cave? This is discrimination.
Can't build a Cyclops cave. Do you have to be like near a mountain for that to work?
I don't think so. I think it's just discrimination.
Huh. Huh.
They specifically don't love me. Can I build this yet? Yes, I can.
City Hall.
Oh,
Oh!
bird time.
Yeah! Look at that! Oh, I love it!
Time
That's so charming.
time for a healthy session of birder.
A birder!
This is going well. It doesn't seem like the opponent has gotten all that much chance to build up their army, because I haven't felt much opposition yet.
I don't think this is going well at all. It's been so long since I've been able to do a pirate voice. Man, I saw you build the little mountain for the birds, and now I just want eggs.
Sounds
I just want to eat eggs.
That sounds excellent.
Hey.
Oh, those guys are dead.
Javier like, top 10 anime betrayals. Wow, Zero got betrayed by her own family. It's so sad because back when it was my dad's birthday, I was like, yo, he has like these walking sticks. You know those like high-end walking sticks where you have 2 of them and they have like the little like loop that goes around your wrist and like you can adjust them by height. He got himself a pair. They're like $100. And so I'm like, he must want to like use them, right? So on his birthday, let's take them out to like a hiking trail or something. And like hiking is difficult for me, but I'll put up with it, you know? So I went online, I like looked up hiking trails. I found one that wasn't too far away and we were gonna go. Like we got my brother to wake up, which is like never happens. And like we get in the car and not only does it start drizzling as soon as we like leave the garage, but then my mom is like, I actually have to like be back in like an hour. And I'm like, but the hiking trail's like 30 minutes away. So we like completely like toss that plan. We go to like a really nearby local hiking trail, which was actually pretty nice. And walked around there for a bit, and then we came back. But then like this time, I'm wondering if they thought I was the one who wanted to go hiking. And so now they're like, let's go hiking again because it's your birthday. And I'm like, no. I'm not fit enough for hiking. And then they're like, hey, why don't you like find a place? I'm like, I found a place last time and y'all didn't want to go. But also like, that's more work that I have to do. Can't you just be like, hey, we'll take care of it and you can just like get in the car and we'll drive you somewhere and we'll like spend time?
Can't believe Zero's been getting bullied.
I know, right? It's like we're going to make you suffer on your birthday, and also you can choose the time and location to die. But it's great. I do in the part of the hike that I do enjoy is it is a good sort of way to get everyone together and you know, have a chat, and we don't usually have like family time like that. So that part of the hike is nice. It's the physical activity and like trying to keep up with the group and being able to hear anything anyone says that I have trouble with.
Hey, Zero.
Uh-huh.
Want to go hiking?
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to look up a restaurant afterwards because they want to take me out to the restaurant, which is pretty standard at my family. We like eat for every occasion, and any kind of. Oh, I love your Thunderbirds, by the way. They look amazing.
Aren't they excellent?
Yeah, they're excellent.
I see what you did there.
Oh my goodness. Your cursor was just this little man, but it wasn't moving. It was in the middle of the screen, and I thought it was like a unit of some kind. I'm like, what? Unit is a tiny little golden man.
Here. You'll get that visual in a second. Everyone else gets that visual in real time.
I feel bullied by the game.
You should feel bullied by the stream. Oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, the stream. What? Your gun?
Sure. Scatter. Oh, they're doing the opposite of scattering. Excellent. What's this do? Going down this way?
So Tails says, I rate how things are going on Metroid by how pokeable things are, and Zero rates how things are going on here by how long since the last pirate voice. Javier says, but the question still remains, who is still the person who hasn't been betrayed yet?
Has anyone not been betrayed? I feel like everyone's been betrayed at least a little bit. Like me, being betrayed by myself by thinking fighting these guys would be a good idea.
Oh no. You're nomads.
My everyone.
No.
That's fine. The Cyclops has been the most important in their lives still.
The Cyclops is over here going, brother, my brother, tell me what are we fighting for? We've got to end this war.
Tail says breaks glass to emphasize Lyra's scatter.
Tail says, ah, I see. This is why Zero is constantly bullying me. She's getting bullied at home. The vicious cycle.
Just know when not eating yourself. Ah, potion of immortality. Let's give that a sip. Proceeds to not do that. Alright, I'm going up here.
Oh, okay. So one more betrayal, right?
Speaking of betrayal,
so my mom. Oh, what?
I was joking.
Are you getting betrayed?
No, I was just joking about you being like, oh, speaking of betrayal.
Oh, no. I love watching this bird as your unit just flying around. If there would be like a campaign where you mostly control like animal units, that would be the one that I'd play the most.
Excellent. We have 7 Cyclopses, 3 Burbs, 6 Nomads, 9 Centaurs, and 19 Barbarians. I was supposed to be fighting the Barbarians. Oh, here we are.
Tails is asking, is it the good immortality where nothing can kill you, or the weak one where it just makes it so you can't die of age?
It's the one time good one. For one time you don't die of being
It's a
stabbed.
get out of jail free.
It's a get out of being stabbed free card. It's a tactics, right? Yeah. So this actually is who I want to snag that. And let's start working on this town.
Tails asks, so one where you control animals is the one Zero wants the most. IDK says, hey! Hey!
Sounds like a pretty furry thing to say, Zero.
Hey!
Sounds like something a furry would say. Wait it. Gold, experience, a new skill, advanced tactics, beating up some meanies. Ah, fools.
Advanced Tactics, I love that game.
I was playing. Hey, look, it's me.
Sit down with the crone who lives in this witch. She's so pleased to have someone to talk to. She gives you a tiny vial. Drink it. A little potion will teach you basic order magic. I thought you said pirates can't learn magic.
No, it's barbarians that can't learn magic. I just said the pirates don't have it by default.
Oh, okay.
This is the right place. Oh, this is the right place. What am I doing? Of course the Chaos City can't get order spells. Why am I even checking?
Chaos City! We need order. Let's go to Chaos City! Where nothing is in order.
Oh, that was funny. Minotaurs are annoying in that they can block. Ooh. They can block attacks, but they cannot block abilities. So they block the Medusa's attack, but then they turn to stone. Now it is us who has the Minotaurs.
I love your evil-looking red horrors, by the way.
It's kind of interesting that Pete Gurley is the hero you play as, because it's kind of like just sat in the back for the most of the story so far.
Wait, don't you play as the girl, too?
But besides the main character.
Oh! Yeah, it's not even, like, your first mate.
Yeah.
I guess he had to go back to the ship. Tails says, you know, I don't think there's enough pirates with magic. It's all curses. Give more pirate necromancy and elemental magic. Chaos City, home of the Chaos Emeralds. Actually, there is a bit of pirate magic in some of the later pirate movies, right? Like, Blackbeard had the whole thing where he could control ropes. And Davy Jones was pretty... he like teleported and stuff.
This can teach us basic combat and basic scouting. Two things we already know. I'm gonna send you back home because I don't like our hometown being so quick combat, undefended. Ooh. Oh. Looks like Our Lady can no longer gain experience.
What? Why? Did you get cursed?
Oh no,
Curse
no,
of
there's
non-ex-
there's a level cap on each level.
Oh, whoop! That means you're the strongest that you can. That means you are now the very best, like no one ever was.
Exactly. That also means I know the level cap, so I know how. Ah, he's already level 9. You know. I was worried he was like still stupidly low level, like 4 or 5, but he's level 9. He's pretty close to the cap himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's 12 if I didn't say it out loud.
Hmm. What is that mound of? Oh, it's a harpy. I'm like, what's that man in a sackcloth crouched on the road?
Excuse me while I beat up some centaurs on the way home to try to get him a little bit more experience. Oh. Yeah, why not? Let's learn some chaos magic
Chaos control.
and basic sorcery.
Basic sorcery. Chaos City is just a Sonic level title. It really is.
A squire approaches you, Milton, and
Milton!
hands you a spotless suit of plate mail. It belonged to my master, he says angrily, but he fled the battlefield at the first sign of danger. Oh, I guess not Milton. Shaming himself as well as me. Obama voice, chaos control.
Chaos says, wait, actually, I think there's a Sonic setting called Crisis City.
Close enough.
Yeah, Doma, that's her name. Earlier today, I was talking about Pirates of the Caribbean. I was trying to remember what Calypso's name was.
Oh, man, I have so much more army than when I was here in the... I really should. How much turn did I take before I did this?
It's hard to keep track of when the turns are.
I didn't
You
take...
click around so fast, you're like, boom, boom, boom.
Whew. Also, Pete Gurley
There's
is,
a lot of nomads.
Pete Gurley is no longer better at archery than our main lass.
Good. That's how it should be.
They no longer have to be executed for mutiny. Ow.
Chaos City, that does sound like USA, says Javier.
Chow City.
Chow City!
Before I do anything, you there and you there. Probably you there.
I noticed your like portrait is a different like position from the other campaign. Like you're more in a ducked rogue like pose rather than standing upright. Do you still wear your breastplate as pants?
That's a good question. Is that not? Oh, they have 95 health. Dead. One shot. Slaughtered. Just like my nomads. Oh, she can't gain experience, so it just is like, here, have 1,000 gold when she picks up the treasure chest. Someone tagged a pair of equestrian gloves to an old fence. Poses as a warning. You're not sure why, but when you retrieve the gloves,
Oh.
retrieve the gloves, you find out how as you step in a steaming pile of dung.
No, no. Why?
Why not?
I guess. Also, is it just me, or does the word equestrian just like make you think of My Little Pony?
Of course. Imagine thinking of not My Little Pony when you hear the word equestrian.
Mhm.
So I don't know if anyone's noticed in all my times,
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the Shreks like scratching their back with their staff.
Thank Zero.
Huh?
Thank Zero.
Wait, Tails is saying gimme that game. Which game? Chow City? Or is this something else you're referring to? Also, she's saying smote. Smitten. Smited.
What is... Does he even have his town? Is this a neutral town?
Neutral City. Neutral City.
Through the mountain.
Yes! Watching Pirates today, I was reminded of that one guy after Barbossa like puts the coin back in the chest for the first time. They're all like trying to feel if they're not cursed anymore, and that one guy's just like, did it work? And I'm like, oh, that's the line I always say. Or at least that I hear in my head. Maybe I don't say it quite right, but I'm like hearing it in my head whenever I'm trying something or something is being attempted, and I'm like, did it work? It's straight from that movie. But it's such a generic phrase, no one would ever be able to tell it's from something, you know?
So you also do those like subtle references that no one in the world would get.
Yeah. What's yours?
One of them is always a delight.
Always a delight. Let me think. Is that from a game?
Yeah, it's from Baldur's Gate. And now that we have these birds, we just don't have to care.
Hmm.
Neutral enemies are just like smote when we look at them funny. I honestly have no clue why they're not running away. Wait, what? What am I doing? I cleared away the monsters, but I didn't get the thing they were guarding. Oh, it's just a little bit of map clearing.
That's where Elsa is. Let it go, let it go. Lyra gets taken off of YouTube.
I can't believe Zero got my whole YouTube channel taken down in 3 seconds. I wonder how much army I need to take on.
Javier says, buy a lot of oranges. Tail says, that's not how this works. That's her subtle reference. Javier says, you don't want to run out of vitamin C and get scurvies. Nick says, I love how the Thunderbirds look. Zapdos must be jelly of how rad it looks.
Hello, Nix. We're on one of the more fun ones with more monsters and stuff. Are you? Why was it playing the pirate music? That was the pirate music, right?
I don't know. I can't tell. Da 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 da.
I also like how you can tell that like they made the sailing music with this campaign in mind. You can't tell it with this one. Well, I guess you can, but these levels definitely have more sailing. You can't tell with what we've done so far, but these levels tend to have more sailing than any of the other campaigns as pirates. Nick says, yeah, you actually have fun units right now. I've actually been lurking. Tails is bold of me to assume Nix hasn't been here lurking. What am I doing with my life? Alright, purchasing. No, not from here. Here? Yeah. Nomad tents. Here? Yeah. Citadel. I should probably actually increase our cash money.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh.
Is that a statue of a pregnant woman? The one that's like right in front of you? It's like a human face with like a giganto belly.
I don't know.
A fertility statue, as they call them in ancient times.
Primitive warriors used to kiss this withered statue before going into combat because they believed the blessing stone granted them luck and courage with their next battle. So you walk right up to the born rock and give it a big smooch.
Oh my. We actually had a statue like that on our campus. You didn't kiss it, but you like rubbed the toe of the person the university was named after. So like it's like this bronze statue, but then you get to the like foot and it's like this like really polished spot on the foot.
You hear that,
on
guys?
the shoe.
You hear that, guys? Zero's a coward. He didn't smooch the statue.
But yeah, students would rub the toe for good luck on tests and stuff. At least that's what they told us at orientation. I don't know if anyone actually did it.
I was hoping I would make it home later than I did. Do you have sailing? I hope you have sailing. I can only go through this. Oh wait, no. This is the tent that I got. Go. It was playing the pirate music, and then it realized I was on my own.
Javier says, speaking of Zapdos, I just captured one today on Ultra Sun with a great ball.
That sounds pretty great.
That sounds. Oh, you did the joke I was gonna do. You can catch Zapdos in Ultra Sun?
Can't you catch an Ultra Sun? A cold?
My brother asked me if I wanted to play Moon. Cause he owns that game and he played it through, and he hasn't really touched it since, so he's like offering to like reset the game so I can play it.
Exciting.
And I've never played Moon or Sun before, so sounds like maybe I'll take him up on it.
You'll finally know the plot of Golden Sun.
It's funny, I should technically know the plot because I did watch him play it, but it's like I don't remember if I just dropped off watching him at a certain point or if I was like catching him occasionally and he was like playing parts without me. But I can't remember a lot.
Oh, I messed up. Oh, there sure are Thunderbirds. 15 of them sitting in our way. I will not go that way. Just so you know. I do have the rest of the bits here. Oh, units. Now I get even more units. But no birds.
Javier says, I mean, isn't it obvious? The best question would be who used Equestria before MLP? I guess not Equestria specifically. I assume they came up with that one, but just equestrian, you know, like, it's an actual word. Tail says, oh, so a college campus can rub a strange statue's toe for good luck and it's a tradition and fine, but if I rub my own toes for good luck... You can rub your own toes for good luck. In fact, it could be good to like give yourself a foot massage now and then, you know? Like, work those muscles out. Especially at our age, Tails. Gotta find ways to keep spry.
Zero.
Uh-huh.
How does it feel knowing that tomorrow you'll be older than Ash's mom?
Oh! Oh my goodness. Well, she's pretty young still, so... She had Ash really early. I don't think, I necessarily have to come with her. Is she like 29?
Yeah.
Ooh. And Ash is 10.
Dolphins! You laugh as the dolphins go follows your ship, jumping and chatting and playing for over an hour. Now, that a bit of luck. Now that's a bit of luck that is bound to rub off any of your men.
Hey! That's exactly how I feel in Minecraft when dolphins swim alongside me. So if Ash was 10 and Dahlia was 29, but in Golden Sun Ash is 13?
He's 11.
He's 11. Oh, okay. I thought he was at least 12. Who's 12?
The Pikachu. Pikachu's 12.
Oh, okay. And they're only like a few months apart, right?
Yeah, they're only... But basically, by the time Golden Sun ends, Ash will be 12.
Okay. So, I'm not older than Ash's mom, technically, if we're going by Golden Sun rules.
Sure. If we're going by my fan comic rules, you are indeed still younger than Ash's mom.
It's canon in my heart.
That's what I thought. That's what I was worried about.
It's not canon that Ash is not 10 anymore. mm,
Oh, we sure do have 12 birds here.
let them free.
I have enough gold to let the birds free, but not much else.
Let them feed.
Unfortunately, the birds are actually not our normal capsule type. Fortunately, our normal capsule type has dragons. Which I don't want to sell those. Those might be for the birds.
Javier says agreed, and it has Luna. Tails says, yes, Lunala. Tails says, yes, Lunala, the one that it actually looks like Nevi would evolve into. Instead of the overrated lion, says Javier. Tails says, is the lion overrated? I see more people liking Lunala overall. Considering I like Solgaleo more, I would believe you if you said more people like Lunala. I was talking to my friend the other day. She was talking about how Otakon is coming up, and she likes to look for stuff for her friends in the artist alley. And she's like, you are so difficult to shop for because all of your favorite Pokemon are like extremely obscure or like not like I don't know, what was the word she used? They're like not conventional, I guess. And I'm like, I don't know about that. So I pulled up that last official like favorite Pokemon of each type chart that that they do, and she's like, yep, like the most popular one on here is probably Flygon. These are all pretty like you wouldn't find a lot of fan art of these ones. I'm like, hot diggity dog. The hipster in me is very happy to hear that, but also the person who likes fan art in me is very sad.
What is this?
What is this?
Huh.
Let's call it the Maw.
I was unaware that there was a scene. Oh. Hello, friend. What's this?
Wait, you can go to it? Oh my goodness, that little angler dude is so cute.
And deadly. I can go into it. It's just all it does is, sir.
Sir?
You can recruit pirates here. Thanks, game. Oh, it's 3 now. Joy. Green.
Tails says Pika is the older brother.
Oh.
Javier says, then again, I'm very lost when it comes to Pokemon popularity. And now Javier is singing Let It Go from Frozen.
Excuse me while I load an older save.
Can't hold it back anymore.
Up we
Tails
go.
says the girl who loves evolutions the most. Imagine being conventional. Javier says, I'm a Peruvian guy who loves Pokemon. Nothing about me is conventional. Don't take that out of context. Yeah, like when I see a Pokemon that I don't like, I can never tell if I don't like it because it's a poorly designed Pokemon, or if I don't like it because it doesn't agree with my design sensibilities. Because then I'll like find a lot of people who do like them, and I'm like, wait, really? And then like a lot of Pokemon I actually don't necessarily like, but like I have experiences with. Like Basculin is on my list of Pokemon that I like, not because I think it's like an amazingly designed Pokemon. It's actually like super generic and kind of boring, but like because I had one in my Nuzlocke and I was able to like take it so far, I'm like, wow, Basculin, it's so cool. You know? Like I didn't like Incineroar, but then my brother liked it, and so I'm like, oh, okay. And then it like had that really cool Smash trailer, and I'm like, oh, Incineroar. And that's what made me like, be okay with Incineroar. It's not so much like, oh, I think it's well designed. It's just, it's like a lot of fun. Danger. Like you just have a save slot called Danger.
Here we go.
Ooh, we're on a ship. Oh no, they have birds too.
The good news is they have less birds.
Yay.
So the bad news is they also have behemoths.
Are there like type advantages in this game? Like if you have a Thunderbird and like they had a different element, like would there be a sort of this unit does more damage to this unit type thing?
Negatory.
Oh, okay. Wind in your sails, wind in your sails. Ah!
Ouch.
Nick says, okay, I got really attached to Maractus after I got my shiny one named Fiesta. She's one of my go-to mons and raids now. Shiny Maractus is gorgeous. It's one of the ones I have on my list of ones that I would probably hunt for if I were to shiny hunt. The other ones being, whatever this thing is called, the first of evolution in the Hakamo line. Jangmo? Oh? Hakamo? Oh, is like the middle one, right? I think this one's Jangmo. And then I have Psyduck, Tyrunt, Wooloo, and Zigzagoon, and then Maractus. And I have like Slowbro on here for some, Slowpoke on here for some reason, but I'm not sure about that one. Are you dying?
Yeah.
Everyone is dying. Oh no, one of your champions is dead.
Ooh, you're pretty
Oh
behind.
no, both of them is dead. Now it's just your Cyclops.
Oh, those dead too. It doesn't matter.
Oh, no!
Once her face died,
Mm-hmm.
I was lost. But I did that pretty poorly, so I'm gonna try it again.
Okay. Good luck, Lyra.
Thanks.
May the winds be in your sails, or something like that. I'll sing you a song. Let's see. Do I have any battle songs?
Dang it. You ready? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that's rotten luck.
have any battle songs actually.
Oh, I can still shoot. Nice.
They only have 2 chickens left. Kill them.
Wait, what? I have 10. What?
No, they only have 2 left.
Oh, they only have 2 left. Okay. So what are
Yeah.
you talking about? I have plenty left.
Yeah, no, just. Woo. Can the behemoth not make it over?
It's kind of slow. So close.
Oh no, it's
Ooh.
coming.
Yes. Wait. Did I misclick or was that our shots? Oh no.
It did like fire off some thunder, if that's what you're talking about.
Oh no, I
I don't
think
know
I
what
missed.
happened. Let them fight.
Whew. Yeah, I think this is a not quite yet sort of like, which is scary because this guy is just kind of standing out in the open.
Uh-huh.
However,
Is this like the final boss of this stage?
Ooh.
Because you still have half the map left.
no, it's one of the big 2, but it's like there's 2 castles, so both of them have big things blocking them,
Yeah.
guarding them.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you may note, that guy's not in a castle.
Yeah, it's hanging about. Do your troops like get stronger as you fight, or is it just your heroes?
Just the heroes. The troops only get stronger as you get more of them.
Okay. Yeah. Would there be like an instance where you actually win a battle, but like you've lost like half your troops and you're like that wasn't worth it, so you like restart for that? Or would you be like half the troops, that's fine, I can like recover?
Depending on like it depends. Whether I think it's worth it and whether you like screw up and can do it better.
Oh. I love that little hut. I never think about the types of buildings I like more than when I'm playing Minecraft. But then like with the Minecraft tools and materials, I can never like quite achieve the look I would like.
Monsters. You've got like no mercury.
No mercury. Or no mercy.
An attempt was certainly made.
Tail says, Pyrrhic victory. I would assume it depends on the troops lost, right?
Yeah, there's 2.
So far, this stage has been very snow covered. Is it always snow covered, or is that like randomly generated?
Yeah, it's very snow covered.
Oh, okay.
I see. I am error.
error?
The birds use mercury to be purchased, not crystal like I thought.
Whoops. So they've been eating all your mercury?
Yeah. But worse yet, I've been like saving crystal and like being willy-nilly with mercury.
Oh no! Holy moly, you just one-shot every pirate in that fleet.
There were not many.
It was just like shooting coconuts, like hitting bear cans off of a fence. It's like pop, pop, pop. Abrowi biste tramto the helre Jamil was his name, sir. To play some court to a young maid who dwelt hard by the barn there.
We're out here.
Yeah. What was that like gaping shark jaw?
It's like a sanctuary. Like you stick your hero in there, and they can't be smote.
Huh.
They can't be attacked.
Would that only be useful if you're being chased?
Yeah,
The behemoths are coming.
they sure are.
That's scary.
Fortunately, I don't think they can like do anything since they don't have a hero with them.
Uh-huh.
This gate only lets our main gal by.
Gotta go pick her up.
You
brought her.
Yeah, I brought her.
Okay.
Yeah, I already had the issue of, oh no, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, I was confused because I saw you have that issue earlier, and I'm like, wait, why are you having the issue again? The behemoth can't get you when you're on land. Well, that's a lot of dragons.
And there's a lot of dragons.
Every time they blow fire just willy-nilly into the air, I'm like imagining them making a sound. Oh, the way they flappy flap.
They have a lot of fun.
Javier says, Pyrrhic victory? You mean humiliating your foe and turn it into ashes? I think we are the ones being turned to ash. With all of these dragons blowing fire.
Nice.
Ooh, that was good. The bird just like popped the dragon and it deflated. You're doing good. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Not as good as I'd like, but good nonetheless.
Yay.
Dragons, more like drag when tails. They killed like 200 of us.
Puff the magic
There you go.
dragon.
Now
lives
Pete
by
Gurley is
the
also maxed
sea.
level.
Huh?
Pete Gurley is now also max level.
Oh, yay!
You're invited to a massive, multicolored tent for a celebration, but the laughing party goers make you suspicious, especially since no one seems to know why they are celebrating. You wisely skip the wine, pick up a large platter of fruits, and pretend to be one of the servers. When the time is right, you slip outside, make your escape. After dumping the food, however, you discover the platter is actually a steadfast shield.
What? Excuse me?
Oh, it's fine.
Why didn't we get to watch this episode? That sounds amazing.
Oh, no, give that to you. Oh, oh sweet. Cheating.
What? Cheating?
Uh, so this cloak grants the hero 30% magic resistance, and this one grants all friendly targets 30% magic resistance.
Mm.
So by giving her the one that does just the hero, and him the one that does all friendly targets, it might stack. Not sure.
Oh. Hopefully. Ah, I see the shark-infested waters.
Isn't it nice?
Javier says, Dragon Tales, Dragon Tales. It's almost time for Dragon Tales. Come along, take my hand. Let's all go to Dragon Land. I love that series. Javier says it's best not to drag on, Tails.
Hey.
Nick says, oh no! OMG, no! My shiny Dragonite's name is Puff, and that song plays in my head forever when I see him, LOL. Nix, have you heard the version by the Four Brothers? I think that's their band. Or the Brothers 4, I think? It's really good. They have, like, great harmonies.
I'm allergic to harmonies.
Little Jackie Paper.
I'm really not a fan of when my knees are harmed.
And rotten strings and scaling wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon. Oh, and they have like these amazing little like guitar melodies in the background that go alongside the melody.
Oh, you can move still.
As in Jigglypuff, the magic dragon.
No, Jigglypuff is fairy type. That's like the opposite of dragon.
Jigglypuff, the magic opposite of dragon. More birds. Can you like stop production of the birds if you don't want, if you're trying to save up mercury?
Huh? But they only cost if you try to recruit them.
Oh, okay. I thought they're like consistently costing in the background.
Nah.
Gotcha. Hale says Jigglypuff, the magic dragon slayer. So I am constantly confused about the curse of the Black Pearl. I guess not confused, but like it doesn't make sense in a way that doesn't ruin the movie for me. Because every choice that they make does make for like a better movie experience. But like logically, some of the things don't really pan out, and I'm trying to like figure out if Barbossa is talking literally or figuratively when he says that he feels nothing, that the food turned to ash in his mouth, he can't experience pain or pleasure or like even feel the wind on his face or whatever. If it's just like, because he says like it's like the food would not satisfy, is it just that over time of like living in excess, they realized they weren't being satisfied? Or is it literally they can't like experience sensations anymore because they're dead? Because many times in the movie, they do experience sensations. Not just like screaming when they're like being cut or hit or stabbed, but also like like Elizabeth like drops coals on that one guy, and he's like, "Oh, it's hot," you know. Um, and but then like Jeffrey Rush like walks around carrying an apple in his pocket as if to say he literally can't taste apples, and he's like waiting for the curse to be lifted so that he can just experience that like sensation, that taste again. You know? It's like, which is it? Are you just being poetic? Or do you actually can't feeling the pain? Or like tasting the apple? Javier says, even better, I know one particular Jigglypuff whose name was Puff, who's the most fairy type I've ever seen. Excuse me?
From Yin? Because that was technically before fairy type was a thing.
Tails is dramatic.
I think you're the real dramatic one around here.
I am! Rolls around.
Oh.
Best, most over-the-top dramatic song in Disney history, by the way. Perfect as an Easy by that dog from Oliver and Company.
Beautiful.
She's... I have your hearts and you have my pity. Pretty is nice, but still it's just pretty. Perfect, my dears, is me. She's great.
Wowzers. Did that kill 5 of my birds? Oh,
Your
I
jets.
sure did kill 2 more of my own birds by not paying attention.
Oof. Wait, did you say you just killed 2 more of your own birds?
Yep.
Oh no! Was that a champion that just died?
Yeah. I'm gonna restart this.
Okay.
I keep not paying attention to the this.
Uh-huh.
I keep not paying attention. The Cyclops, the rocks have like a area of effect. And I keep not paying attention to it.
Oh.
So I keep hitting my own dudes.
Gotcha.
Man, those behemoths hit really hard. And man, the AI is usually dumb, but they took care of that much more efficiently than I did. Let's save. Chuckles,
Nice.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Can I hit you? Oh, that's them that you're hitting. Oh, they're gone. However, now you're in range of every cow.
They're so scary.
They really do just take out. Ow? Sweet.
Is there an order of attack? Like they'll like target certain units first, or it's just whichever is closest?
They try to have like a logic to it.
Huh.
They try to be like, oh, these are the most dangerous. So
Okay.
we'll go for those first. Thank goodness.
Girl, we've got work to do. Pass
those-
me the paint and the glue. What? Did you? Oh wait, that's their guy. Your bird is standing up on their tower, and their barbarian just like walks over to the tower and just starts like shaking his fist at your bird angrily.
Yeah, I was confused by that too. I was like, wait a minute. Something feels off here. I just killed my own centaurs.
No. Centaurs.
Man, that was...
Man, it's kind of sad not having any resurrection.
Yeah.
Oh, you did it, Frigginston.
I wasn't even thinking of that.
Yo, Phrygiston.
Yes.
I realize it's supposed to be frigid, like Phrygiston, not friggin.
Friggin' son.
Friggin' stun. Frigging stone.
So yeah, that went. That went.
That went. We sure went there. Tails was singing Perfect Isn't Easy also, and Javier was like, Tails, stop pretending to be Zero. And then Tails is like, hey, me and Zero chose completely different parts of the song to quote. And Javier said, fair enough. Zero, stop pretending to be Tails. Tails says, when one knows the world is watching, one does what one must. Some minor adjustments, darling, not for my vanity, but for humanity. Each little step a pose. What's that little green town? Is that the Emerald City?
A green town?
It's just like a building that's like all green.
I think it's just a green tent.
Oh, a tent, okay. Is that where the leprechauns sleep?
Sure.
Why did that boat just go in a circle?
Where's that boat? It gives me fear. What's in you? Too much. Too much is in you.
There's unicorns and wolves and dragons and griffins on this boat. And leprechauns. And one Robin Hood.
Zero thought the leprechauns were in the tent. In actuality, they were on the boat.
Yeah.
So that... Right.
Each little step a pose. See how the breeding shows. Sometimes it's too much for even me.
It's a me.
It's a me. I should probably stop singing Disney songs before Lyra gets canceled.
I can't believe Zero's making an effort to get me canceled. Let's go to the Hero's Gate.
The Hero's Gate of Might and Magic?
A. See what you did there, Zero.
It's not fair, Lyra. Tails keeps singing the song, and it's such a good song.
Nice. Now we have Army again. I know you probably said nice, but all that came out was...
Oh, I said yes.
See, you can tell that
I'm just a
didn't-
snake.
you can tell I didn't get what you said because I heard you perfectly wrong.
That's all I said actually. I'm just hissing for some reason.
I think that's right. Is that right, Zero?
I think.
We're wrong.
Oh.
Oh, I'm dumb. It's gold. I'm poor. There we go. Perfect. Oh.
What?
It gave me enough gold for the 4 that were there, but since I ended the turn, another one popped in.
Whoop. I love those little box houses. They're just like these houses on stilts, but they're like boxes, but they're also stacked on top of each other, not like at perfect angles. And it makes sense that they're on stilts because they're right by the water.
I should have just let them run. Neither of my heroes gain experience, so I gain no benefit from fighting. I lost one whole, probably a centaur.
The centaurs are people too. What's that like? Just this pretty
Why
little
everything
spring garden. What?
Everything respawned for some reason.
Huh.
I'm thinking about playing Zero.
Oh no. It was me.
It's a me. Yuichi.
It's a me. I could legit just sing that whole song, Tails. Like, don't at me. She's like showing off in the chat.
I can't believe Tails is in the chat showing off her not being heard by is there anything in this house? Oh, there's a lot in that chat. So I
Ooh.
gotta go over there.
I don't like how that boat just like zoomed into the darkness. Like a cockroach. Oh, it's that statue again. You should give it a kiss. I can't believe Tails is adding me. Nah, let's sing some probably not copyright songs from good old Redwall. Let's see, what other songs are really fun?
It's 20, 20. Too much. Mercury I need. 24.
Over 9,000!
I don't have that much. I don't think any of us have time to wait till I do.
What's your favorite Disney song to sing, Lyra? To sing along to? That one.
Let's get it.
Ooh, I love that one. It's like, what's your favorite song to sing from Disney? And is it I'll Make a Man Out of You?
No, because that's the exact opposite of my goal in life. Oh, excellent. Go back here and put some magic. I think she only has level 1 at basic, so don't need to build this thing up more. Oh, but now we have haste. Nothing to go faster.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster, 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 faster.
And I'm going to save this. As Chuckles, I'm in danger.
Oh man. These creatures just roaming around.
Woohoo!
Sailing,
Yeah,
sailing.
fortunately, it's just
Whoa!
creatures and not heroes. Because if it was
Hmm.
heroes, they could actually take some of my stuff.
Ooh. Dale says, I especially love Georgette's song for the way she enunciates the words. Yeah, it's a great character introduction song. Just the way she says things, the way she moves. You just get it. You're like, I see. You're a female dog.
We'll save here as danger plus. Shuckles,
Danger
I'm in
plus.
Shuckles, I'm in extra danger.
Additionally, there is more danger.
Time to load danger plus.
Oh, Javier loves to sing, I have friends on the other side.
I enjoy listening to that.
Yeah, it's a little too low for me to sing. My register doesn't quite go that far.
What I was gonna say was that one from Hercules.
Which song from Hercules? Is it the Megara song?
The what?
When she's like, I'm not in love song?
No.
Is
Interesting.
it the
Oh, I forgot.
Is it the Go the Distance song?
Yeah, that one.
I love the reprise. You got the like Go the Distance where he's like, I'll always dream of a far off place, and it's all like ballad like, but then he like meets his dad, he gets on his horse, and then he's like, I am on my way, I can go the distance. It's all heroic and stuff as he's flying away. Oh, that reprise is so good. But I love the line where he's just like, if I can be strong. Because he's the strongest man on Earth right now, aside from maybe Atlas. But like, he doesn't know that. And his problem is he's too strong and is being like ostracized for it. But he's still wondering if he can be strong on the inside. Herc, my man. That's a great song.
This is the true danger plus. Okay, okay. So the fun thing about this map is I like a lot of the other ones. I just like cleaned out everything I could possibly get my grubby little hands on.
Yeah.
But as I noted a lot of times during the other one, that was the like first one and probably easiest, and this was the last one and probably hardest. So just doing the bare minimum to complete the quests is fine for me, and we only need
Yeah.
this town and this town. You'll see me moving back and forth between them in a bit,
Yeah.
but everyone else sees it right away.
It's
And
like Iceland
once
and
I
Greenland.
end my turn, this guy comes and takes my main town.
Oh no.
However, I don't need my main town to win the game. So if my two guys are already here with our 64 Thunderbirds and other various army things. So the goal. So hopefully, if I can reach the end of the island and take this other castle over here, without this castle over here being taken, anything else shouldn't matter.
Okay. Can we do it? So that means you can't make any new troops because your town was taken over?
Oh no, I haven't used that. I haven't used that town forever.
Okay.
I've been using the other towns I got for troops. Because there's only one kind of the town that you start off with, but then there's like 5 of these like barbarian towns. So it's a lot easier it's a lot easier to, like I can't even afford to purchase all the troops that I get from all the towns.
We are but humble pirates. We cut our way inland through vines and thick underbrush. There were a few trails. The trail we blaze. I was beginning to think no one lived on this peninsula. Then the elves attacked. Two of my new recruits went down in the first volley of arrows. Those who were too stupid to keep their heads down died on the spot. I drew my sword even though it would do me no good. Can anyone get to them? I asked. A chorus of no's responded. Then my second mate, Oba, said, Only chance is a dragon thrust. What? Only chance is a dragon thrust. A dragon thrust was a term we used for a ship-to-ship maneuver where you ram the weak middle of another ship with your reinforced bow. It shook up the enemy just long enough for my marines to cast their lines and swing across to the enemy deck. What we needed was that initial thrust. Get ready for a dragon thrust, I ordered the men. And then I jumped up, screaming at the top of my lungs. My body became alive with energy as the arrows zipped around me. If any struck me, I wouldn't know until later. I felt no pain, only a lust for blood. I charged across the open ground to a clump of trees where I knew there was at least one sniper. Soon, I was staring into the frightened blue eyes of an elf trying to draw the dagger from his belt. I gutted him. Dragon's thrust! I shouted the signal for my men to follow me. At least, I hoped they would follow. Something tugged at my left hand, so I spun in that direction and saw another archer concealed in one of the upper branches. He was notching another arrow in his longbow. What was tugging at her hand? I reached for another of my knives with my left hand, but I dropped it as a wave of agony jumped up my arm. When did that arrow pierce my palm? No time to worry about that now. I drove my sword into the ground, tossed a throwing knife with my right hand, and retrieved my weapon before the elven archer hit the ground. Soon, Oba and my men were all around me, protecting me as I flushed out the rest of the elves. That was a brave thing, Captain, Oba said. I held my bloody left hand in front of his face. Take it out.
I think the tug at your left hand was the arrow hitting it. And then she was all adrenaline, blood rushing. She didn't notice until she needed to use it.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, like it hit her, but she didn't feel the pain, but she did feel like the weight of it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Kale said, so today I learned that some people just have open one file on their digital art program and they just keep drawing new pictures in it and do that for months. Zero, hold me, I'm scared. Clutches tails and protects her from crazy men.
Oh, good. Phoenixes.
They're chickens. Javier says it's all right. It's not real. It's just a nightmare.
Donk. Donk.
OMG, they are chickens.
I'm surprised I managed to do that without hitting myself.
The fairy. The dead fairy just lying on the ground.
Bonk. 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 Look at all those chickens.
There. What?
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those
Wow,
chickens.
they have nothing.
Yes.
Not literally nothing, but there's like an insignificant amount of something.
I am dying. This is like furry town here. You like walk up to a building and it's just like unicorns and wolves and dragons. You're like, it's like these are the people.
Do you hear that, guys? Zero said it's her people.
No, not my people. I just said these are like the people of the town are.
Oh no, Tails, didn't
did
it
the
sound like
unicorn-
Zero said it's her people?
Excuse you. Also, did the unicorn like sprouted ferns when it died? How
Did
have
it?
I never noticed this?
I mean, we've fought a unicorn like once before this, so you haven't exactly had much chance to notice.
True.
Tails agrees,
You
it's
guys-
Zero's people.
No, you guys. You vanquished your foe, Lyra.
I think
Let
that's...
us celebrate that.
Hey.
Hey. You have captured Yananthria. Yanathria. The sound of more than 300 laborers sawing and pounding on wood floated up from far below. I stood at the edge of the cliffs of Yanarthria and stared down to the construction site far below. On the other side of the Strait of Storms, in the Bay of Phrygia, was a similar scene under the supervision of my second mate, Eight Fingers Oba. At this rate, it wouldn't take long before the docks and the shipyards were finished. And then I could start building a fleet to solidify my hold on the Strait of Storms. I smiled at the expanse of blue still water stretching to the horizon. It was mine. I had already surpassed anything my father had done, and I wasn't finished yet. Good job, girl. Good on ya. Good on ya, mate. Joe Ripper.
Beautiful.
Why is it just a generic, like,
After Captain Swift killed my
victory
father,
screen?
I often
Zero.
thought of the day when we would meet.
Oh,
I'd smile, clap my hand on his shoulder, and offer to buy him a drink. We'd tell stories about our greatest battles, and I would convince him to tell me about the day he bested Black Balfour. Things never seem to happen the way we picture them.
This mission's goal is defeat Captain Swift.
Swift. The other pirate.
Look at all that plot.
Ooh. The explosion turned the night sky orange and woke everyone in Yanadafara. I knew even before I looked out the window that the sound had come from below, from the docks. So I jumped from my bed. Whoa, what was that? Blurted Pete Girly. He sat up in bed. There was a dagger in his hand. Where he got it, I didn't know. Get dressed, I snapped as I grabbed my sword belt. Get everyone you can down to the docks. There were perhaps half a dozen people already gathered outside. Arnok the Hairless was there, so was Eight-Fingered Oba. Good. At least my first and second mates knew what to do in an emergency. But the rest of my troops would suffer for reacting so slowly. I would see to that. Arnok! Oba! With me! I shouted as I ran for the gate. It took a moment to get the gate open, and then we ran around toward the cliffside of Yanathria, where the emergency path waited. I had built a long, winding staircase down the side of the 300-foot cliff to the docks below, but it would take several minutes to navigate them. Too long. At a moment like this, I was glad Oba had suggested a faster route. When we reached the edge of the cliff, we paused, stunned at the scene below. Just the month before, we had finished the construction of 2 long docks and 3 dry docks for shipbuilding. Now, the dry docks were an inferno, along with one of my 5 new ships. We've got to get down there! Oba grabbed my arm before I could jump across the pole that would take me straight to the beach far below. He pointed at something. There! Look by the end of Dock 2, he said. The blazing dry docks provided plenty of light. A small fishing boat, unmoored, floated up against the dock near the bow of one of my other ships. And then it exploded. A ball of flame consumed both the dock and the ship and set fire to 2 more ships. No one had to point out the second fishing boat, the one approaching Dock 1. I saw it as soon as my eyes recovered from the previous blast. I think this boat ignited too early. It didn't do nearly as much damage as the others, but it scattered a fountain of flaming balls that rained down on the entire port. Without another word, I threw my sword belt around the emergency pole and dropped from the platform. The cliff face whipped by dangerously fast as I plummeted towards the beach. I needed to slow down or I would break my legs when I landed. Not even the mound of cushions and sand at the bottom would help, so I gritted my teeth and tightened my grip on the sword belt. The smell of burning leather filled my nostrils. The bottom came all too quickly. I dropped at the last second into the hill of pillows, but despite their softness, the blow knocked the wind from me lungs. Coughing, I crawled out of the mess and came to my feet. I knew in my gut that I was too late. There were just too many fires. This attack had been planned too well to fail. Soon, Arnok and Oba landed and came to my side. Their knees shattered. I stared at Dock 1 and saw that one ship hadn't been entirely washed with flames. Save the Vixen! Over the next few hours, we did our best to put out the fires, but we lost the docks, the shipyards, and all the ships. Only the feral Vixen survived, and even she would require a few weeks of repairs. Flames had scorched the entire deck. The main mast had toppled over from the force of one of the explosions. And heat had damaged part of her hull, and that's not counting the dead. The prominent members of my crew gathered as I stared at the wreckage of what had been the beginning of my fleet. "What did this?" Pete Gurley asked, to no one in particular. "Fire ships," Arnok said. "Black Barford used them once when he was outnumbered by the Arathian navy. You need a boat like a dinghy, or in this case, a fishing trawler. You fill it with demon fire, light a fuse, and send it floating towards the enemy." "What's demon fire?" I asked. "An explosive liquid, 10 times more powerful than lantern fuel. Magic of some sort." Oba added, "I think some alchemists stole the recipe from a demon, so it's everywhere now." Now we know how they did it," I said. "But what I really want to know is who. Pete Gurley, find out." Her first mate's like, "What am I supposed to do?"
You know. Oh,
Go to the nearest tavern and talk to some bard or something.
You like how we start off in a burned down area with wrecked ships?
Yeah, that's great. That's a great continuity. Are the people who like sent the fire ships like close by, you think? Like they said they had to light a fuse and then send the ship off, so like they couldn't have been too far off, right?
Perhaps.
Hale says this had been planned too well to fail. Ah, yes, the grandiose plan of burn stuff when you're asleep. Ooh, a Hydra. What if every time you hit a Hydra, the number goes up? Hmm? What's up?
So this was a mistake.
Oh no. Can you not leave? Oh, you're dead.
I'm not sure if it autosaves at the start of. Ooh.
Ooh, it didn't. It's okay. That means I can catch up on the chat. OMG, she just wants to chill and have drinks and talk about how much she hates her dad and about how he was murdered, says Tails. Tail says, bad news, everything is on fire. Good news, visibility is great thanks to all this fire. Javier said, well, that was a short campaign. Now we're all dead because of fire. Tail says, this, oh, I read that one. Tail says, you mentioned how weird it was that Pete is the other playable unit and not the first mate. But it's also odd that Pete is now the one we turn to for help instead of our first mate. It's okay. It's because he's so pretty, he gets better luck at the taverns when he tries to ask for help.
I do think a big part of it is like the first mate is like in charge, so like they're the one doing all the work, all the like leader work back at
That's true. The first time, it's because we were off gallivanting across the land, so we needed someone to like take charge of the ship. So that's why he wasn't with us.
After Captain
And now,
Swift killed my father,
if we have
I often
another
thought
thing to do, he'd probably stick with the ship still, right?
oh, she still has that shield. I forgot that
Hey.
was like a keepsake. In your dreams, you saw an old woman with a fearsome reptile mask. She floated above you, spoke to you even though you could not hear her words, and then she turned into a crocodile, pounced you and attack. Those gruesome claws clamped over your feet, dragging you toward a pond. Instantly you knew if you allowed yourself to be pulled into the water, it would be your doom, so you grabbed a rock, hit the crocodile in the nose, and fled. Waking to find a pair of crocodile boots of the crocodile on your feet.
Excuse me?
So we just had this elaborate dream and woke up with random boots on our feet.
Are you saying we dreamed about crocodiles eating our feet, tickling our toes, and then we woke up with Crocs? We woke up wearing Crocs?
That is a way to say it. Oh look, plot. We made it to more instead of dying right away.
Two of my own sailors, who had been on guard that night, were responsible for letting the enemy close enough to see the fire ships. To use the fire ships. My goodness. The stream's like getting blurry again. Come on, stream. You might have to okay, here we go. The enemy had killed one of them in an attempt to silence them, but the other escaped. Fortunate for us, but not for the traitor. Pete Gurley had the man talking in less than a quarter hour. Oh, that's why she told Pete to like find out, because he's the whipper snapper.
Yeah. The whippersnapper.
Pete was an expert at that sort of thing, and what I learned was interesting. Captain Swift had orchestrated the attack to keep me from controlling the Strait of Storms. Apparently, it would seriously hamper his pirating, although I haven't received word from Phrygiston yet. Phrygiston, the traitor, told me that Swift had the same thing planned for my shipyards in the north. Soon I would be helpless, at least where the sea was concerned. Once again, the name of Captain Swift has entered my life, but this time I have no cause for celebration. The first time he killed my father, it had been as fair a fight as two pirates can expect. Until now, I had been willing to leave the man alone. I might even have asked him to join me fleet someday, but now he was as good as dead. I left Arnok the Hairless in command of Yanadaria, with orders to repair the Feral Vixen and start construction on a new shipyard. And meanwhile, I took Oba, Pete Gurley, and a small force south to search for Captain Swift's secret hideout, the Bloody Cove.
Did you also read Tails' I'm the whippersnapper? Oh, so you're young? Snapship? Nope.
Whoa! Yeah.
See if we fare any better this time. Oh,
There's 2 of them this time. Wait, were there 2 last time? I think there was just 1 last time.
nothing. Absolutely nothing. But
Nada.
ooh, yeah, okay. This time we have the autosave from this turn, so it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay.
Interesting. I swore I could have beaten that the last time I played this. Oh well. These boots let us ignore train movement penalties in the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was about to say, but I think yeah. Expert pathfinding eliminates all train movement penalties anyways, but Tawny does not have that yet. So it does help her. So it does help her. It does not help Pete though.
Are those your crocodile boots? Man, I'm trying to find the soundtrack lyrics for Never Smile at a Crocodile, where he like just starts rambling like really long-windedly about the lyrics. Like he basically restates the lyrics but in as many words as possible. And it's hilarious. Here it is, I finally found it. Okay. So we all know the actual song is like never smile at a crocodile and you can't get friendly with a crocodile. Don't be taken in by his welcome grin. He's imagining how well you'll fit within his skin. And then he goes, for example, one positively must not wear a pleasant expression on his countenance when confronted with that large lizard-like amphibious reptile who has long jaws, armored skin, and webbed feet, and who is known as the crocodile. It has been discovered that one simply cannot cherish an amicable or trustworthy relationship with the aforementioned species. In addition, it is mandatory that one does not become irresistibly drawn into the erroneous belief that the lateral open extension of his lips means that you are entirely welcome. It is much more reasonable to assume that he is contemplating how you would look in a lizard suit. His. Clearly, I'll never smile at Mr. Crocodile.
That was an adventure and a half, not gonna lie.
I love it. I find stuff like that hilarious, so I keep it on my soundtrack, but like when I'm riding in the car with someone and it comes up, it just sounds like gibberish.
In other news, we now have a town.
Yay! Good job. We have Weird Well.
That sure is the name.
Kale says, why use 10 words when you can use 100?
We now have the city known as Weird Bell. That's not the name, right? The game. Oh, absolutely. That's absolutely the name, my friend.
That is absolutely. Welcome to Weird Well.
Look,
Right next to
troglodytes.
Strangeville. Oh, what is this? What is this frog friend?
It's a troglodyte.
It's so cute. I love the name too. Oh my goodness, I love its face. Troglodyte. That's such a great word.
Oh, I see what's happening. Tawny is better at shooting and Pete is better at, running.
Running? Are you saying Pete is a yellow-bellied coward as well as a whippersnapper?
Just too Where's that? No. Yes. Oh, I didn't know we had that. I challenge ye to a bout of fisticuffs. Bonk. You no longer have a door. What says he?
You're very bold coming into these battles, just like single man.
Me. They're easy. The game. You forgot how bad your luck is with minotaurs blocking your attacks.
Oh,
I swear
They can
block
block.
them. Yeah, they can block and it's very annoying.
oh man. Mackinac? Wasn't that a town in the last?
That may have been. It kind of has like generic town names.
Huh.
Sulfur is the one we want, right? What's this burnt up building? Minotaurs? Gunk?
You want a minotaur of the city?
Let's send these guys home. 'Cause we have a home now. Oops.
Never smile at a crocodile.
You can't tell me what to do.
Oh my goodness.
You think I can beat these guys? Let's
Yeah.
find out. Arrow. Ooh, 2 arrow shots. Ooh, easily.
Nice. Like nothing.
They were nothing.
Excellent.
Slaughtered
You're
effortlessly.
powerful.
We cannot melt much. What am I missing? Wood. Do I have both of these? I do, so I get 4 a turn.
Ooh. Would you get 4 a turn?
No. What would you? The fools. Thought they were cool. Don't really have enough gold to be just buying potions willy-nilly.
I'm always taken aback when you enter that like shop like sort of screen. It's just such a it feels like it's suddenly a different game. Like, oh, what is this like Legend of Zelda shop that we walked into where we could like buy shields and like potions and stuff. Do, 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 do.
I know that song.
Yeah.
Now it's a different song.
There's so many songs. Everybody's got a song inside. That's right, that's right. Just waiting to be free. Everyone's got a song inside, waiting to be free. Beans are here to show the way. Come on and sing with me. What is that thing?
It's a beholder.
Is it a... Oh, right, right. I forgot that's not like a D&D thing. I'm like, that looks like a beholder. What is it? Oh, wait, it is a beholder. That's just what it is. Behold. Minotaur. Can they block projectiles?
Yep.
Oh. What other enemies can block?
Not sure any others can.
What? Really?
Yeah, it's like a minotaur
What
thing.
is it about minotaurs?
They have a giant axe.
I guess that makes sense.
I can't believe these beholders just walked into my abode and disabled my ranged attack.
That's so rude.
I know, right? They just like unnecessarily extended the length of that battle. Scouts, you're like your ability to like hide. All it does is like make me accidentally step on you sometimes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh good, an autosave. Don't do your spook. Don't do your spook. They didn't spook. Nice.
Spook. Woo. Boo.
And
Oh.
there's all this sulfur. And I'm gonna have to come in here and don't block my don't block my attack, sir. Sir? Can I ask that you not can I ask that you not do that?
Can I ask you a question?
Sir, I have a question to ask you. Don't. It's not a question, that's because I don't do requests.
Happy says impeccable RNG right there. It's like when you like get frozen in Pokemon and then you're like frozen for like 5 turns straight.
Man, imagine only being frozen for 5 turns straight. This post was made by the I've had my Pokemon frozen for 8 turns straight, and the 9th turn wasn't them unfreezing, it was the battle ending. One time was very annoying because that was like the whole reason I lost. The other time was very hilarious because the first turn I used Toxic, and then I was frozen for 8 turns and won because of Toxic.
That's awesome.
Also, we have 3 towns now.
Yes. What does having more towns do if you can't really afford to like use all of them to recruit?
They give you more money.
Oh, okay. Taxes.
Game Baba? Game? Already have it here. Right here. No. Alright.
Onceler.
Let's
Why
go
are
into
you a
Rose.
Onceler?
Rose Guild.
And I cringe, I don't smile as I sit there on trial asking, aren't you ashamed, you old Onceler?
Pete Gurley will crush this army like a bug.
Yes!
Hey,
Oh,
wanna see
do they
something?
like, assess how well you'll do?
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
haven't
think-
noticed that.
Yeah, I think that might be a trait specific to, like, their scouting ability.
Oh, okay. Wait, you just captured Gerard?
Did I just capture Gerard?
Is that town called Gerald?
It's Gingford.
Gigford. Gangford. Gigford.
Oh, hello. I cannot reach you, so I will bunker down in the city.
Hunker down, a bunker down. And the clouds of arrows fly. Keep
They actually
your
attack-
heads
Oh, they
down.
didn't attack, they just stood in front of it menacingly.
They just okay.
You good? Gonna do anything? Just gonna stand there?
Okay, here we go.
Fuck. Oh no, I fought them.
That.
They didn't do anything.
Whoa.
I stepped outside to beat them up.
Came out with your broom and just like swept them away.
Oh, Purple's been defeated.
Nice.
Which feels like a good place to end it off.
Woo! Excellent.
Apparently the 3.5 hour streams is just gonna be the norm now.
It's because the game is so much fun.
Yeah. We just get so wrapped up in the story and fun games. You just can't stop.
I am loving the characters so far.
Isn't it exciting?
It's so fun that she's like a girl pirate, you know?
Yeah.
You don't usually get that.
Yeah. She's just as willing to stab a man on the road.
Yay! It's exhilarating.
I love it.
Inspiring.
It's what I want. It's how I want to be at work.
Who says there aren't enough female role models? Thanks for the stream, Lyra.
Hey, thanks everyone for coming. Hope you all
Yeah.
had a blast.
Javier had a blast. Says,
Oh,
thanks for the
I
stream, you
didn't
two.
even-
It's been a blast.
I didn't even notice that was their exact wording. I just kind of said it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Great minds, I guess.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you all had a fantastic time. Join me next Friday night when we continue the exhilarating adventures. Excuse me, while I absolutely do not look up her name. Tawny
Ani?
Balfour in her quest to conquer the Gold Sea. Is that what it's called?
Uh-huh, I think so.
Yeah.
Tawny Balford certainly had a fire blast tonight.
Join me.
I like how her goal isn't even to like avenge anything or like to like she doesn't have any real need to be doing this. She's just like, I want to take over the world. No biggie.
Why would
Just
you want
casually.
to take over the world?
Yeah. It's great. She has
Yeah.
ambitions.
Yeah. And join me tomorrow for more new Pokemon Snap,
The new one.
the new one, and potentially the finale. It's blind, so I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like it could be.
Ooh, exciting.
Exciting, so don't miss it.
Yeah, better be there. Be there or be square.
I can't believe you took my line.
I'm a pirate. I pilfered it.
How dare. And join me next Thursday for some more Metroid Samus Returns and smiting even more Metroids. Ah. It's fun.
Ye landlubbers better be there or be square. Wait, that doesn't really work. I thought I could get an R sound out of square, but it doesn't really work.
The pirates fit since space pirates are a thing in Metroid.
Space pirates.
Not the treasure planet kind, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
The Ridley kind.
the Ridley kind, yeah. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had a fantastic time. And I'll see you all later.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Arr. Bye. Whoop.